Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and it's raining a little bit. I think it's mostly water coming off the trees. I don't think it's actively raining from the sky. So we're in the midst of, after drought, for quite some time. We do live in a rainforest, but we do have sometimes 6 weeks at a time that there isn't any active rain. And we're in about 5-day run of anywhere from a half an inch to an inch and a quarter of rain a day. Now this is my begonia that I fell in love with this year. And I don't know if it's getting too much water. I have watered it every day. I thought it would need water, but the stems have gotten soggy and broken, and you see, so I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have a place for water to leave. Maybe it's sitting in too much water. I don't know. I've slowed down watering. So our Kong azalea looks like it's maxing out a little bit. I'm going to let it go to seed. You know, we have had coleus that came back the next year from self-seeding. I don't think that's realistically going to happen in a pot. Remember, I pulled this out of shade, put it in a little bit of sun, and it's turned pink. Isn't that fun? Would you like to know the name of this? I never can remember the name of my plants. I'm sorry, it's really sad. I think I kept the... Oh, I didn't. It's beautiful, isn't it? So I pulled them away from the veranda where I put them for display because they needed a little bit of sun. And they'd only maybe get an hour or two if they're out away from it here a little bit, at least 4 feet. So we're doing that. And because I wanted to see how much rain we'd gotten. So this is a inch and a half maybe over the last couple of days. I'll tip that out. Now I know I wanted to talk to you about the Impatiens again. When I bought them at 30%, $17 instead of $26, they were very tall and leggy, and they were in the small size. So, you know, they had a small root ball, and but very tall. Now, my sister-in-law tells me that she did begonias that way one year, and they were leggy, and they stayed leggy. They didn't have any growth come from the base. But the thing about coleus, let's see if we can share this with you. They have growth from the base. Can you see that? It's throwing up all kinds of, you know, and I still am going to try creating a pot and setting it on the ledge here in the water feature, because I know that they do very, very well with their feet in water. Okay, so let's walk this a little bit. So this is now about 3, maybe 4 weeks. And these azaleas, not azaleas, these impatiens have quadrupled. Oh, look at all the babies coming up. Well, we'll see what happens. See what... Oh, let's look here. We had some creature that pulled out 5 of these hosta plants and broke off the bottoms. That looks like mole or voles, I don't know. But maybe there's going to be enough. And also they ate off some of the leaves from the top. You can see damage. And this one is practically destroyed, but it hasn't completely died yet. So remember 10th grade biology? It's the chloroform. not chloroform. Oh, God, I lose my words. The thing that makes plants green is activated by the sun, and that's what pulls the nutrition and the water up from the soil. So you got to have a little bit of when you prune things back, you got to leave a little bit of green. See how beautifully these are bushing out? These will bush out and completely, they'll be 14 inches at least. They'll be a complete, and because they understand where the crown of the plant is, it'll be solid orange. It's already looking beautiful, isn't it? Oh, look at this. It's filled in. And this right here, that's reseeded itself from, I don't know, a year or two ago. I put several plants in there. Okay, so the rain has made, and because these hosta plants, now that's seed pods. Do you see that? The flowers have turned to seed pods. And because the rain for the last few days, these things are getting heavy. And they're falling over, and of course the seed pods are heavier than the flowers were. We'll have to come in and cut these back because they get stiff and they're not particularly attractive. Okay, so I thinned out, and in some of the places where the impatiens were denser, and planted them in here, and these will eventually all bush out. So they'll make it a little extra in the garden. So these are probably 3 weeks ahead of everything in the garden because these were the ones that self-seeded themselves, and they get a little bit more sun over the top of the you see that? So the sun comes over the mountain, and there's a little window right there where there are no trees, you know, on the road. Gosh, they keep waking up. Oh, I might have to come out here in another week or two and thin these out and move them to other places in the garden. Oh, the cannas are looking good. They've been coming back every year. The no-no garden. It's no-no because Joy kept saying, no, I don't want a garden there. And my brother overrode her. So we have lunch place size blossoms that are getting ready to go. Brilliant red off of those hibiscus. Oh my. So in a shade garden, you've got to get color because you already have every shade of green there is. And you know, people who understand about flower arrangements and gardens will tell you you need to get your 3 major colors in. So here's a project. I need to come in and scoop this out and spread it around in an area where I already have some of these growing that are doing well because they don't get very much sun at all. Oh, we still have some blossoms. Okay. Just want to show you the progress of these. And as delicate as impatiens are, and they will sometimes wilt if they get too much sun, they'll pop right back as soon as the sun leaves them in there. And if they've got water, of course, that helps. So all the hostas are going to seed now. So the hostas require virtually no work. They come back, and these have thickened out over the last 7 or 8 years when they were planted. But you do need to come in and because, you know, they're not pretty within a week or two. So this is a digitalis. I had digitalis that I started from seed inside and planted out here. And this has obviously reseeded itself and come up without any help from me. And these yellow flowers, they keep coming back. I keep wanting to call them daisies, but I don't think that's their official name anymore. They've come back every year for the last 8 years or more. Some years they're denser than other years. Why is this coya bent over so far? Did something step on it? Is it getting too tall? Top heavy? Does the rain beat it down? So I braced some more dirt around it. Oh, something has dug. Something walked across. Those are pretty big paw prints. Do you see that? It must be a bear. Because turkeys and deer don't have prints quite like that. It could be a deer, I suppose. The soil is so well soaked right now that maybe that's why it sunk down. So this is the left side of the drive. So my brother, he put a bunch of them in rail boxes and put them out here. It raises them up, and then he plants some in the dirt around them, and it fills in. It makes it look taller. You know, they do that at Longwood. They create little hills along the walkways that are raised up, that it might be 3 feet in elevation. So then when they plant a plant that does grow 2 or 3 feet, it looks like it's 6 feet tall. Sneaky, huh? Thank you for joining me.